Can somebody let me know if the text is backwards for you guys? It's good? Okay. All right. It just shows backwards on my end, so it's okay. That's OBS being fucky. Yeah. Shows good on my end, and then it shows backwards on Discord, so maybe it's Discord's issue. Anyway, today's Sunday fun day. I hope everyone's doing well. Yes, and it's nice and early today too. A lot of people able to join because it's not 2 o'clock in the morning for some, right? Welcome. I have to see what time I posted that announcement. I was like, it's like 2 minutes away, 1 minute away, we can start. Yeah. All right. So short notice, I didn't even ask my staff if they can attend. So it's kind of one of those things is like, I set up and here we go. So
The Echoes of New Eden podcast starts now. Enjoy the show.
From the content creators that bring you the lowest effort content imaginable. You know, the ones that bring you info that the devs don't want you to know about. The podcast you probably don't want the EE mods to know you listen to. And will most likely get you banned just for talking about it.
Raw, uncut, and uncensored. We want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Maybe try some mining or something you know. Remember to not undock anything you can't afford to lose. Try not to make any dumb decisions buzzed on booze. Yes, I'm talking to you. Welcome to the Echoes of New Eden podcast. Let's start this bitch.
And let's start this bitch. Welcome everybody to Echoes of New Eden. It is I, Rambo, and as you can see, there's a little bit a change of scenery, as you can tell in the stream. I think we've stepped up quite a bit as far as everything that's going on in life here. So definitely got the new setup. As you can see, I've been playing with some things with OBS, and really, I'm glad to be back. This has been new hair, yeah. Not necessarily new hair, but I did get a haircut a couple days ago. Yeah, it's been a crazy long time since we've done a podcast last, and heck, it's been for me like well over a month. It's been well over a month since I've done this last, and I've had the whole moving situation, and that was a whole hassle and everything that went with that. And I'm sure some of the listeners know some of the, like the corporation, the guys kind of know like what's all going on and stuff like that. But I got a new office, I got a new setup, I got screens everywhere. I didn't turn my light on, but I don't think I need it. But it's insane. I got a whole new setup, so. Ultimately, this is testing it, seeing if this is going to work out, seeing what kind of kinks I need to work out, and hey, we'll go there. And don't mind the backdrop for now. It's still new, but I'm gonna be getting some shelving and stuff for my display stuff in the back. Any AC noise? Well, the AC shouldn't be on today because we've got the doors and windows open. It's a very nice day outside today. in my neck of the woods. So the AC shouldn't be turning on. But well, you never know. That might be an issue down the road as the summer heats up. So yeah, put on a beach filter. Yeah, sure. So yeah, it's been a while, and we're gonna start up the podcast once again. So I'm actually happy to get into the groove of things again. So, and one thing I do know is this room has a lot of reverb, like natural reverb. And so I need to get some of that, that I need to like put a rug down or something, because I got stupid amount of reverb in this. Are you automated upon joining the podcast voice chat, right? Oh, auto muted? No. All right. So yeah, the as far as Eve Echoes goes, it's actually been a minute since I've actually played the game. Quick update on that is literally Concord Pass. I've station spinned Concord Pass for 2 seasons now. In the whole duration of my move and losing internet and then having to move, and that took 2 weekends, and it's just like all the timing between everything. I haven't really had that much time to play, and so yeah, I've been yeah, that's why SHH is dead. No, not really, but it's just I haven't played that hardcore enough really to really keep up with a lot of things that's been happening in the game. And I do know of stuff that has been happening in the game because I do keep up with the Discord and all that type of stuff. But the last time I was really doing anything, I was really just mining, trying that whole thing out. I haven't tried the AI mining core yet, but I probably won't. I don't know. I don't really have a need for it or a want for it. But as far as other stuff, though, now that I'm in this house and I have my office and I got my content creation set up here, I think I'm going to start diving into some of my other hobbies, in which, yeah, I think it's time for that now too, and kind of, do this and then maybe do some video creation, something that will maybe actually make me money, but you never know. You never know how that's going to go. So, as much as, the content creation thing is going, I'm able to create content for my work, which was news to me. Is like, oh, I can do that and actually get paid. I'd have to be on the clock. And I didn't do the math, but for me they're going to pay me hourly to create content at my rate. I think that's absolutely insane. And so I think I just might do that. And it sure as heck beats having to get numbers of views and subscribers and all that type of stuff. So I think I'm going to start doing that. Believe it or not, I have meetings at work that I can't attend. Like, I can't physically be there. And so that's where the whole content creation thing comes into mind is, well, I can make the meaning in a video, touch on what I need to touch on, yell at people, tell people to wake up and all that type of stuff. And I could do it in this format and have it pretty, informative or do whatever. But on top of that, my shift is changing at work again, now that we're starting to hire people. And this is kind of not necessarily a life update, but this is kind of just an overall update because we haven't had a podcast in a while. A lot of people don't really know what's going on. Nothing like a video from your boss telling you to wake up. It is very true. I do. In the meetings that I have attended, there's people, because it's like 5:30 in the morning and people are half asleep. And so that's one of the things. It's like, hey, I know somebody is going to be wanting to fall asleep. And so I'm going to be telling them to wake their asses up. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. My shift is changing at work again, weekends. I should be available to do this type of stuff, but it's actually in my favor this time too. So I'll be able to have daytime to be able to do things around the house, spend more time with my family, even make more content, do that type of stuff too. So here we are. And that's going to be sweet. And as far as the staff goes for the podcast, I do want to make a mention that Taylor is still with us. However, he will not be as frequent when it comes to any of the videos. And he is kind of taking a hiatus away from doing the podcasting thing. He is busy in real life. He's doing a lot of travel, and Sundays do not work for him as well as they work for me. So he'd almost hinted like as if I was going to remove him from the staff of the podcast and all that stuff, and I wasn't going to do that. He is free to be able to upload on YouTube. He's free to be able to do shows and live streams. Somebody already changed their profile pic. What? They changed their profile pic to my my photo of my face. Who is this? Is this DDR? Is this who I'm looking at here? That's myself. It's a mirror. It's a reflection of myself. Yeah. But somebody is DMing me. It's got my face on their profile picture. Oh well. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. How about that? So, as far as other stuff goes and the staffing situation is, would I be looking for help? More assistance. As far as the streaming goes and live shows, I don't know exactly just yet because scheduling often, determines on when the shows happen and all that type of stuff. So we'll see if there's anybody interested in actually wanting to do the podcast and join me on this and in relatively short notice type of scenarios. You don't always have to be available, but I do want more people to be able to talk to, on a stage setting and all that type of stuff in front of a live audience, talk about the game and bullshit and all that type of stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, then you could contact me and then we can potentially, work something out. And as far as, gathering intel and all that type of stuff, kind of figuring out what's all going on in New Eden, I always accept the help there too. Is people DM me stuff going on, and I kind of just add that to the list of things to talk about. So, what should we be talking about today? We got some latest patch notes and all that type of stuff, and just I don't know. It's in a way it's kind of been slow. But maybe that's just me because I haven't been super apparent in how is it on there? I haven't been like super active. I mean, in the game. So just trying to get all that stuff accumulated for the people to listen to, and so no announcements. That's basically been the thing since the beginning of the year. I'm on the official Eve Echoes Discord right here, and you can see there's just been nothing as far as announcements goes. I don't even think they believe in announcements anymore, but we'll go on to the patch notes. And, the last patch notes last week was super huge. And I think that even opened up like a new region. I don't know if that has actually opened up for people to join into or anything like that. I actually hadn't gone through and read all the patch notes. And similar to this situation where I have the patch notes pulled up, but I actually haven't even read these yet. So, I'm going over this the first time as well as maybe some of you listening or watching. I got the patch notes pulled up, and, we'll go over this. And granted, they just had the hot fix. This was from this last week, right? So this happened on the Wednesday, and they have the update with the gift insurance points and the insurance mechanism. The proportion of Plex sold by insurance companies has been increasing to reduce speculation on Plex prices and make it easier for capsuleers to purchase Plex at normal prices. The market will gradually cancel the tax rate discount on Plex sales. So there you go there. Current discount is 10%, and the adjustment plan is follows. And this is kind of brain melting, rotting for me, so I have to read all this. After May 21st update, the tax rate will increase from 2% to 5%. After the June 4 update, the tax rate will increase from 5% to 8%, And after the June 18th update, the tax rate will increase from 8% to 12%. And then, of course, during the adjustment period, market analysis will continuously conduct anomaly analysis based on Plex trading conditions and formulate additional plans to reduce Plex price speculation. They had a couple bug fixes here, fixed an issue where the gravity well trap still could be used beyond the weekly usage cap. I remember they had adjusted that a week or two ago. And they fixed an issue where the Battleship Wayseeker large cosmic anomaly could spawn in the northern and western systems of Malpais. I'm going to call that Malpais. I believe that's the new the new region. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there. But how is it that people say that? Is it Malpay? Okay, Malpay. As Artifact had mentioned in the on-air chat. So, okay, good deal. I'll try and remember that. But all right, so that is the latest for patch notes. And, going on, we do have a couple other things that I haven't seen an announcement for. I've been seeing rumors and leaks and all this type of stuff. But I know in the last week or the week before that, I know this is going to be big news for some. I've also been heard secondhand, or I'm told secondhand. But we have a super versatile assault carrier in the code. That's right, you heard it, a super vac. So we got that in the code, and who knows when that is going to actually release, maybe soon. Yeah, so wait, battleships? What? Yeah, I don't really know too much going on with all that, but yeah, it looks like there's a new skill right there, and it's got lightweight battleships on there. OMG, that's going to be insane. Just lightweights in general, man, are so good. And then you pair it with the DPS of the battleship variants. Oh, that's going to be... Yeah, in another ISK sync for the whales. You got it. Yeah, pretty much. I said, am I going to have to use my super to build this super? And it's very possible that you're going to have a super hull on top of the materials to be able to upgrade it. So that's about all I know with that. And I was told that probably almost 2 weeks ago, but it's in the code. So we'll see as to when that actually comes into game. I think it was added in a patch a couple of weeks ago. There is that. Now, on the 22nd, which is going to be next week, I do have some hints as to what is going on the next patch coming up. So on the 163.com site that Eve Echoes, the Chinese version of it, they post all this Eve Echoes news that we don't ever get. And of course, content creators are told not to leak all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we have an update coming on the 22nd. Now, whether or not this is actually going to be Eve Echoes or something different, they advertise it as Eve 2.0. So this is very interesting. I'm on their website here. I had to translate it, so there's going to be translation issues, of course, there. Play without any damage anytime, anywhere. On May 22nd, the journey of the new universe began, and you are invited to the new world. To all pilots, dear pilots, every leaping trail you stay in New Eden is a poem written by yourself. Every time the roar of the leaping engine presses the fast forward button for the epic universe. Now our legend is about to continue. May 22nd, the Eve Ashes Free Star Rover season. New service shock open. I know I'm torturing it, but I'm reading it as it's translated here. So take that with a grain of salt. Ashes synchronize The new online service, Eve Handheld Tour, is about to enter the 2.0 era. So I'm curious as to why they're calling this Eve 2.0. It's not like we're getting a new game, but maybe they're kind of renaming it in that aspect and maybe adding a bunch of stuff. But here, next is the ecstasy of the fish party, the gospel of social animals, the 3 cool spots of the brand new Berchet mode. The blast ship is not bankrupt. Ammunition tube is infinite. 24-hour war will not fall off. No liver, no krypton, liberation hands. This translation is hilarious. Seasonal fair competition. Cute new big guy running a line together. This is dumb. This is absolutely dumb. Who knows if this is even true, at least on the international server. So, continuing on, I'm really kind of just skipping through this now to see whether or not there's actually any. Looks like they got some regions highlighted here. Maybe even the map rerouted. It's got some new UI on it. I don't know if that's for faction warfare or what's going on with that. Here's some screenshots. But this is all very interesting. I have the link. I could share the link, and everybody could probably take a look at the link and kind of figure, parse out what they think is what's all going to be coming up with these. Occupy ore buildings. Pilots can obtain a steady stream of ore resources in order to obtain sufficient construction and development supplies. So there's that. Automatically collect all kinds of precious resources around the clock. After those ORE buildings are occupied. Great save time and effort that pilots need to spend. Resource collection. They already made the AI mining nanocore, and now we're going to have, I don't know, maybe this is kind of like corporation mining. If you have the add-on for that, and then you can mine materials for the corp. So I'd be curious to see what all that means. And yeah, dang, this is they got quite a bit of stuff on here, and it's a lot of it translated. They got exclusive gift packages now coming up. Unlock all-ton ship to meet everyone's different fighting needs. Cumulative login. It can also unlock the luxury gift. The pilot only needs to log in every day.